Now let's continue with number 2. Complete the expert's answers with should or shouldn't. Listen again and check. Remember, should is like the sentence is affirmative. So yes, shouldn't is the opposite. No. Okay, listen and repeat. Should, shouldn't. Should, shouldn't. Perfect. Now let's continue. Let's see. Let's see. Why should or shouldn't? That's all. Okay. You start thinking, what idea can I have to make a millionaire? You should or shouldn't start thinking. Could be should. Remember, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Should. You should or shouldn't start with a little idea. Yes, when we start something, we start with something little. So, could be should. Should. You think, what can I invent to make, excuse me. You think, what can I invent that makes one little thing in my life easier? You should or shouldn't? Let's imagine should. You should think, what can I invent that makes one little thing in my life easier? Let's see, should. Okay. Should. You quiet your job. Quiet is like bye-bye job. If I am a teacher, I say bye-bye San Jose. So quit my job. Should or shouldn't? Shouldn't. You should or shouldn't work on your best idea first. I mean, should. But remember, we are guessing. You should or shouldn't forget about your other ideas. Remember, you have a lot of ideas. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Okay. Remember, you are guessing. You are guessing. We are guessing. Could be okay or not. Now let's see. Number 1. Look. Should. So the opposite? Exactly. Shouldn't. Let's see. Read the sentences. You shouldn't start thinking, what idea can I have to make a million dollar? 2. You should start with a little idea. 3. You should think, what can I invent to make one little thing in my life easier? 4. You shouldn't quit your job. 5. You should work on your best idea first. 6. You shouldn't forget about your other ideas. Okay, here are your answers. Please copy on your book. Complete your books. We are here. Now, here, let's see. Here I have another grammar. Says, should or shouldn't. When do I use should or shouldn't? Says, look at the sentences in exercise 3 of the listening. Match the sentences pairs with the rules. Okay, let's see. I use should to say. I use shouldn't to say. It isn't a good idea. It's a good idea. What I told you before, I told you here, should is like yes, and shouldn't the opposite. Now it says, should or shouldn't? I use should to say, so it's a good idea. Okay, I use should to say is a good idea. Use shouldn't to say is, excuse me, I'm confusing. Once again, rule. I use should to say it's a good idea. So number 1 with letter B. Number 2, you shouldn't to say it isn't a good idea. Okay? It's like, for example, when the teacher says, you should study for your test. Okay, it's a good idea to study. And sometimes you don't study and you get bad scores, no? Or maybe you are doing something else in the English class. For example, you are doing your mathematics homework in English class. So you shouldn't do your mathematics homework in English class. No, that's the idea. Should is good, shouldn't, no. Now let's see. If you have any troubles or problems with the rules, just write on the chat, okay? There's no problem. Now, let's see.